and you lose it along the way, you can get stuck in a dead end job. You can get stuck in a job that you dislike just because it puts money in the account and you're able to live off of that.
Just some quick maths that I did in my head. If you work 8 hours a day,
Yeah.
5 days a week at Aldi, you can make about 22K.
Oh, we still not, oh, I didn't realize we're still on Audi.
I was just, while you were talking, I was doing maths.
Oh, quick math.
You can make 22K working full time at Aldi, stacking shelves. That's not bad.
And it gives you a sense of a monotonous job that would give you potentially clarity if you were able to mentally automate the job. My head of sixth form did that, but after he finished his A levels and before he went and did his, I think his undergrad. Yeah, I think he said that he took a year off, stacked shelves just to kind of figure out what he wanted to do.
I always say, if you're a 16-year-old listening to this, get a part-time job.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
1,000,000%.
I think even then, getting a part-time job so that you can work on other things.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it in this way initially, but like today I was thinking about it as I was finishing up my last day. I was like, someone's going to pay you to do work, and then in the free time you can then use that money on something else.
I think also doing a job that you dislike for a while is very healthy, especially when you're like 16 and you're working, I don't know, in retail or whatever, because then when you progress in life and you start doing a job that makes you feel more fulfilled, you will value that money much more, and that money will mean so much more to you because you won't be able to believe that you are getting paid to do something you would have done for free.
I don't know.
That's how I feel personally. Anyway.
I think you got to put 110% into the job, like all the time. You put 100% of your effort in, because if you don't, you're kidding yourself, right? But if you figure out you don't like the job whilst you're putting in 100%, that's all right, right? But then you've got to sit there and reevaluate, what am I going to do about it? Like I did. I was having mental breakdowns. I was crying like every other month, and as it came to an end, pretty much every other weekend, because I disliked it so much. I was just bottling it all up, and I'd break down and I'd cry, and I'd cry to my parents, and I'd sit there and I'd be like, yeah, I really, really don't like this, but I'm doing it because I need the money. I do need the money because I need to fund things. But that doesn't mean that I couldn't search for other jobs. That doesn't mean that I can go and reach out to people and be like, hey, have you got a job? Have you got any opportunities that I can take? And the power of just asking people is so important. Just be completely unegotistical about it. Be so what's the word I'm looking for? Not innocent, not candid. Oh Jesus, I've lost it. There's a word. Be so humble. Yeah, humble. Just be so humble as you go to someone and be like, hey, I'm thinking about leaving my job. Do you have an opportunity if I was to leave? And see if you can go through that process, right? Reach out on LinkedIn. Reach out to your family's connections. Just use them. Leverage the networks that you've got. And I truly do believe this in some capacity. Your net worth is your network, because you can leverage that. People can help you, and just ask for help.
100%. I would say that to any young person, if you're looking to get into something, just ask someone who's already in it, because you'll be surprised how many people would be willing to just give you a shot.
So yeah,
let's say you wanna be a photographer, right? Find someone who does something in the entertainment industry or relevant to photography, and ask them to work for free for a bit.
With the idea that if you like this, can I be paid?
And you might get better. You'll have the opportunity to get better.
Exactly. This is one of the things that I'm thinking about when it comes to producing this podcast. I want to go into either a university or a sixth form and say to a kid, boy or girl, whoever it might be, a man or woman, or whatever gender they are, hey, I've got an opportunity for you to have complete control of the podcast in terms of the way you want to cut it up, how you want to release it on social media. I will give you complete control of the strategy. Just run it by me when you're doing things, right? And if you want to be an editor and you don't want to create content, yeah, I am giving you the content. I'm giving you an opportunity to get it out there. I'm giving you a platform of individuals that want to watch this already, that talk about it, that are in comedy circles, that are in entertainment circles. Why wouldn't you take that opportunity so that we can get better, but also so that you can help grow us? It's like young Jamie. It's like, but our young Jamie is an editor. instead of an individual that helps us fact check stuff.
I think a lot of people are put off doing stuff like that because they think it's going to be a lot harder than what it turns out to be,
But
and they
the
fear that
thing that I
discomfort.
need is time. I need time back, and the best way to get time back, I will happily pay you. We will happily pay you at Smoke Sessions, um, at a discounted rate, hopefully, so that you build some sort of equity in this. You learn, and you can potentially learn and prosper.
Mm.
And if you want to come full time eventually, and you've got stake, and you want to put some stake in the game, cool. If not, at least you've shown that you can show someone that you've edited this and you've grown this following and this YouTube channel and TikToks and whatever else from X to Y
hmm
in the course of a year, and that shows a lot.
Portfolio, yeah.
That shows a lot. And if you don't have that opportunity and don't have anyone to do it, build yourself a job description, build yourself a spec for something for a project, and go and do it yourself.
Mm.
So, for instance, if you wanted to become a podcast producer, right? Go and start a podcast with your phone, right? Talk into a camera, get people on, whatever, edit it yourself, and then put it out there,
hmm
right? For the purpose of it being a project, just like coursework. That's what I'd say. And you know what? It's invaluable, the learnings you get. If you don't like it, you don't like it. So at least you can say I tried, I didn't fail, I just found I didn't like it.
Mm.